Hello. In this tutorial, I would like to show how we can use Tell Me When script tools dynamic bar to create stuff that are not possible with the normal bar utilities that exist in baseline Tell Me When. In this example, we're going to create an ignore pane bar, which is going to track the current absorb value compared to its max value. So let's start. First of all, we're going to create a dynamic bar. I'm going to make it only show when ignore pane is actually up. And next, let's actually create the code that makes this bar function. So we're going to notifications, Lua, on icon setup. Now when we deal with dynamic bars, the first thing that we want to do is to actually set the max value. So we're going to go icon set max value, unit health max, player times 0.3, and that's because the max value of ignore pane is always going to be a third of the max health of the user. Next, we're going to add an event handler that's going to update our values. So let's start by going and let's add the event itself. So we're going to go tell me when st add event unit aura handle event. Now for the code itself, I'm gonna let you know ahead of time that I have this function that actually gives us the absorb value of ignore pane. All it does is it gets the aura details from the player and returns the value. We're gonna use it in a second. So when it comes to unit aura, the nice thing, it's gonna run for every aura that is added. The bad thing is it's going to run for every aura that is added to any player, which is a bit wasteful. So we want to make sure it only relates to auras that relate to our player. So we're going to do if unit is not player, then return false. Next, end. Next, we want to get the current max value. So we're going to go local max equals this, local current equals get absorb. And now all we need to do is to actually update the icons. And with just that, we have a functioning icon. So let's see it work. And now you can see I have ignore pane up. It's 37% of the max absorb, and these are the actual values. Yeah, and that's it. That's the bar. If we want, we can actually make the colors a bit nicer by just going into override color group, just setting all of the colors to a color that is a bit like ignore pane. Yeah, and that's it. Thanks for joining.